Daar achter deze 3 woonwijken, Avalon, Ben Haven en Bellevue, op een eilandje midden in de Ohio-rivier stond de Shenango kooksfabriek. Ruim 50 jaar oud en goed voor 350.000 ton kooks per jaar om staal mee te maken.
There are 70,000 people who live in a 3-mile radius of here. So what was the cost to us? As far as getting sick, as far as paying medical bills, and maybe even dying. We keep hearing about jobs all the time, so how about the people that suffer? What's our value? We're human beings, we deserve some attention.
De Shenango kooksfabriek zorgde tientallen jaren voor een zeer ongezonde omgeving. De inmiddels 77-jarige Tadeusz Popovic woonde in de buurt.
I once lived here on Virginia Avenue in Ben Haven, and this was at a time when Shenango coke works was at its worst. They were quenching where they would have great big billows of white smoke come up. Typically at nights, that's when it would smell the worst, and I was forced to have quintuple heart bypass surgery.
Na zijn hartoperatie vertelt een arts hem dat het inademen van ongezonde lucht mede de oorzaak van zijn hartaanval kan zijn. Popovic besluit in actie te komen.
I figured other people didn't know what I knew, so I sort of led the way. I said, this is really bad for your health. Let me tell you how it affected me.
Samen met buurtbewoners richt hij een actiegroep op. Ze praten met toezichthouders, de gemeente en houden bijeenkomsten in het lokale café.
It made you angry. You know, like, why are these people doing this? Why is this company allowed to do this? In my home, you know, where my kid lives, where, you know, we're paying for this house and we can't enjoy it because of them.
If it was a bad day, well, and you wanted to have a barbecue outside, you couldn't. You had to shut the house down and close the windows and, you know, try to keep the stink out.
I used to think, like, I don't go and dump my garbage on their property, but they're constantly dumping the garbage here.
I knew it would be bad for my lungs, and as a musician who plays a wind instrument, I didn't, you know, that's a pretty big deal to me, my lungs.
De actiegroep probeert uit te zoeken hoeveel en wat de uitstoot van de kooksfabriek precies is. Maar toezicht houden kan niet 24 uur per dag.
We were smoke readers, okay, or emissions evaluators, so we would be recording on paper the things that we saw as far as opacity, but we would also be taking pictures. So we would sit at that long table over there. That was our meeting place.
De echte doorbraak komt pas als ze samen gaan werken met studenten en technici van het Robotics Institute van de Carnegie Mellon University. Yen Yashi is een van hen. Hij bouwt samen met de anderen een AI-programma met camera's en sensoren.
This is actually the interface. There are some sensor readings, so they measure very fine and small particles in the air. At the bottom part there is a smoke detection. We had actually tools for sharing video clip, so they can click the share and then they can output like video clips like that. But that's very manual because they have to check all the.
They have to watch the whole thing.
Yes, the entire thing. And we just think, what if I just automate a part of that, so we can just show some small clips.
Is this AI?
Oh yeah.
That's what we're up against.
Popovic en zijn actiegroep organiseren een grote bijeenkomst waar ze gemeenteambtenaren, de directie van de fabriek en landelijke toezichthouder EPA uitnodigen om naar hun beelden te kijken.
What you see in the video over there, in my mind, is totally unacceptable. So.
And he got a rousing applause for that. And 3 weeks later, the parent company announced they were shutting down the plant.
This is actually the first time that I know if we use technologies, if we build it with people, and if we collaborate together with communities, then it can create a lot of social impact. And I think that's very powerful.
De fabriek sluit in 2016 en wordt een paar jaar later helemaal gesloopt. Deze zomer wordt er een medisch onderzoek gepresenteerd met de gezondheidsgevolgen na deze sluiting. De resultaten zijn opzienbarend.
The results were very dramatic. As soon as the plant closed, within a week or two, the emergency department visits dropped about 40% for cardiovascular causes. And also, they also dropped for respiratory causes. After that, the visits and admissions tended to drop off over time, over years.
Professor George Thurston is directeur van de afdeling Milieugeneeskunde van de New York University. Hij is gespecialiseerd in gezondheidseffecten van luchtvervuiling.
I'm sure that there certainly were lives saved by the closure of this plant.
Thurston denkt dat zijn onderzoek zeker ook relevant kan zijn voor andere plekken in de wereld, zoals hier in Nederland bij Tata Steel in IJmuiden.
I do think that the results are applicable to other coking plants elsewhere in the world. Now, it has universal relevance to other places where people are burning fossil fuels, and especially, coal.
It's remarkable how when I drive from my house down into Ben Avenue now, how I always knew that there would be a haze, like pollution coming over from Neville Island. And it really took me a long time to realize that wasn't happening anymore. It was clear and crisp.
There's quiet. You can breathe the air, and it's. I feel like I'm on another planet.